Greetings and welcome back to episode
33.
33. by
Tirty3.
Because we are now Irish.
I'm going.
just said it earlier. We gotta get TIR and then the emoji tree and then bah.
He's gonna kill you one of these days.
33 by. And yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked because
Damn, 10 seconds in already?
How will we top
you
that?
know what, you know me. It's not the worst record we have. You did send me the player order.
Yeah.
Whoops. Sorry, I was too busy
Okay,
enjoying the
see.
conversations.
Oh, you know what? That's true. I was true. Now we're all gonna say, let me start over. Welcome back to episode 33. Here, episode 33 of the Boundless Shores. Here are the drunkards and dumbasses. YouTube channel, man.
Okay, now I want
I
a
don't know,
fisherman's
you-
boat that we find that has that voice.
Then why is it? Let's bring back the ghost, and that's his name. I miss the ghost. It's boring that it's a bridge now.
Yeah, I missed the ghost. He was awesome.
He was awesome. Well, Nate promised us a recap of a lifetime.
I promise
what
you
happened
a
last-
recap, not a recap of a lifetime.
Wah, 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 wah. All right, go for it. I'm being a dick.
Okay, so last we left off, well, from last session, I mean, the party got out of the party after defeating Jeshima, more than likely by the skin of their teeth. The party got out of the tower after the party discovers that after the fight, Beckett was just out of it and staring into space.
Living my best life.
Oh yeah. And then and then so we carried so Tobin very bravely carried Beckett out of the tower. And after we met up with our allies, Tobin revealed to Kay quite angrily that Jeshima was Tobin's mom. And Kay was very, deathly troubled at the knowledge that he just acquired from a quite infuriated Tobin. Although Tobin managed to stay relatively calm.
Well, no, he kind of dodged the question. Gwen and Safiri were surprised, but he kind of dodged the question. He didn't really give you a straight answer whether he did or didn't know.
The party arrived back at the camp where they met up with Kay and the wolf folk and their army, and set up a campfire and rested while Jonathan had a private conversation with Gwaine, inquiring about the Everdark and the staff of Varys that he was carrying, now shattered, and only the emerald remains. Only the emerald of the staff remains.
Only the emerald.
After a full night's rest, Kay gives Tobin a card to visit the Legionnaire in the city just to the northeast of the forest where the Tower of Darkness stood. After briefly convening, they set off on a journey with some bumps and turns, but getting there otherwise unharmed, and arrive at the city, where they were greeted by guards who, after the party was asked multiple times to state their official business, because, you know, that's what the normals do, hands them their temporary citizen cards and sends the normals on their way into the city. We were riding an elevator on this elevator-esque contraption to elevate into the city, and Calduin, who wasn't used to seeing anything like this at all, just like clung to a handlebar on the elevator for dear life. As they arrived at the market and entertainment district, we went to various shops throughout the city while on our way to the Legionnaire, acquiring new assets for upcoming adventures and missions, such as fire and water breathing potions, a couple of healing potions as well, and some ingredients. Meanwhile, Jonathan got a rapier and a Nudarian longbow. You know, just
I think it's very befitting that you are carrying these weapons, by the way.
Thank you. Which should help the party with any situations that require ranged combat, wherever they may fit. Calduin got a new sheath for his sword after the wraps that he had on his sword to serve at the time were like tattered and falling apart. Beckett and Tobin went to the alchemy shop where they got a bunch of healing potions. And then, after Jonathan went to the antique shop to get the bow and some arrows, the normals set off for the Legionnaire and are on their way right now. And that is where we left off last session.
Fantastic. You did amazing. That was awesome. You hit every single note that I needed you to hit. You did well. Fucking right. My screen is glitching out and it's kind of making me worried. But whatever. Hopefully it's just being an asshole and not gonna poop out on me this session. It's good enough. So, as the normals begin to meander their way up the street with the vague instructions, about 5 blocks, just following the main strip, and the Legionnaire will be on the right. Yeah, you guys, we can just start off with just casual, you know. We normals having any discussions amongst ourselves? Anything we're looking at in particular as the various you meander by various shop fronts of with flashy signs and expensive clothes and every so often the road would cut in with these fenced off area where billows of smoke rise that kind of smell vaguely of like a rotten egg and metal slag. If you guys know what that smells like. Yeah.
Are there any Clothing shops in the area that would supply, I guess, workwear.
Say again.
Any clothing shops in the area that supply like I'm looking for more doctor clothes. 'Cause I'm trying to up my vibe because you got rid of my mask. So
Character development. Get a witch's hat.
watch me.
Do it. You're walking by a hat shop. Why don't you stop in, Beckett?
Yes, I'm gonna stop it.
Yes. All right.
Watch me get a witch's hat.
Fucking do it. As you pass by this vibrant purple store, it's got like many fancy easy top hats with like leather straps and large buckles and some with like a large gear. Fancy hats, fancy women's hat and flow back and with a nice fancy feather that are tipped with gold. There's like a couple of those like peaked caps that finally pressed and put on a display. As you walk up to the door, the vibrant purple and gold trimming as you swing the door open as a diddling. And you're greeted by a very large Lions folk gentleman. He's got his mane kind of curled out. He's dressed to the nines in a nice fancy suit.
Do I see anything that I would be interested in?
You're not gonna talk to the fine man first?
I will, but I'd like to look around first. Dude, I just went through like the most traumatizing experience of my character's life.
Yoli Gear shopping spree. No, sorry.
Yeah. She's taking it slow. There's been a lot that happened.
I don't know. You know what? There's a couple of hats dotted around the store. But you see a couple of small blocks with bold lettering that says "Not for sale," samples. You see the large desk with like a kind of a small workstation behind and a couple of doors for off to various other rooms. See a couple of fine fabrics and buckles all lined up in nice cases in the long workbenches. The Lions folk stands there and smiles.
Sorry.
I don't know what kind of hats would suit your fancy, Beckett.
Hang
This
on,
is a
I'm
custom
sending
order
you-
shop.
I'm sending you a photo. Hang on.
Oh my god, I would be.
Deal with it.
Oh,
Am I still like shooken? Like I don't know if I've chilled out or not.
have you chilled out?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I will smile.
Enough to be okay for now.
Yeah.
You're a little broken on the inside, but you've managed to hide your battle scars well.
Okay. I will wave and smile and say, "Hello, sir. I love the outside of your shop. I wanted to come in and see what products you may have."
Hello.
I hate you so much. Of course, you made him sound like that. It's your fault, not mine.
Ah. Yes. Can't fucking do Damn it.
You're welcome.
This is why I can never be a voice actor, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, my fine trade is hat crafting. It's been in my family for generations. We just moved here, probably 6 months ago now. We used to be based out in Maswell, yes.
I don't even know what to call that. I was curious if you had any
That hat looks
women's
along.
wide brim hats.
Kind of looks like a fedora, to be honest.
Yeah,
You know?
wide brim fedora.
What kind of design were you thinking? How wide of a brim are we saying?
The Rube.
I have nothing in the back. I custom make all the hats that come in out of my store.
Probably God, can I do math? um I was looking for a you guys are gonna make fun of me so much. A 2-inch wide brim.
You know what? How about we take the time to as Beckett begins to explain her order of hats. Sorry, I just wanted to torture you for a little bit longer there.
I hate you.
As I know,
So the usual amount of torture, right?
come on.
Average
If
wide
I'm not
brim is 3
torturing
to
her
5
character,
inches, by
I'm
the way.
obviously torturing V. Like,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
He begins to take a notepad and begin to scribble something down. He's got very like flowy, like doctor scribbles as he's writing very fast. It's Calduin, you just feel an odd prickle in your neck and feel the urge to check behind you again.
I rub the back of my neck and then start looking around.
It's, give me a
You-
spot check.
Yes, sir.
I was gonna say you immediately turn around and Orgola just tickling the back of his neck with a feather. With one of Demon Bird's feathers.
Jonathan's just standing a little too close, and Peter's tail is going
Even hit the ball.
on his neck.
I don't see anything.
Roll it at advantage.
Just try a different die, because that one rolling that one, the first roll. 17.
There we go. As you begin to search out the window, you can taking a moment to step forward and just checking the street. Various people, their fine wares, carrying shopping bags. The street's starting to die out. You can see a few more of those large automatons are out because there's less foot traffic as they begin to move boxes. Is just kind of distantly across the street, you see a man with a very pale face standing behind a box. As one of the automatons move forward to grab the box, and as it lifts the box, his form vanishes as the box affixes onto his back as it begins to lumber forward and stacks the box on top of another box.
Sorry, what happened with man? My mom walked in as soon as you were talking and said
Ah,
bye.
damn. Hi, Joyce. Not now, Joyce.
The ubiquitous Joyce.
She's our next boss battle.
I heard the automaton picking up the box and moving it. I didn't hear what happened to the man.
Yeah, as the automaton moves to pick up the box, you see as his form vanishes as the box gets lifted up by the automaton and affixes to its back and begins to lumber forward and stacks the box on top of another box.
How far away was that?
Distantly across the street. Like not too far. It's not a super wide street.
So would you say within 60 feet?
Within?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna use detect magic to see if any residue appear.
No. As there's lots of things in this city that's magical. You see as like kind of uh, like in stealth games, like what's the Assassin's Creed, like Eagle Vision or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Like you see as you kind of see behind the walls, you see cords of ethereal arcane energy being transferred. You see circuits of arcane energy within the automaton. You see various people walk by with and various bracelets and clothing pieces seem to have a dull glow to them. But from where the man was, no magical traces of any sort.
I cross the street and go to where he was.
As the rest of you just chilling in the store as Beckett's still trying to work out a detail that she's not quite happy with.
Fuck you.
You see Calduin briskly leave the store and walk across the street.
Am I able to see any traces of like anything of anybody being there? Like something that shouldn't be.
No.
I could hear things, I'm seeing things. I head back to the shop.
These are really good questions, by the way. As he heads into the shop a little bit shaken. Confused look on his face. As Beckett finishes up with her order as the alright, that'll be 85 gold.
Can I borrow like 10 gold from one of you?
You got 250
Oh, we
from
do? Oh shit, I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the boss battle.
and you have the potions document, right?
Yes. Yes.
Alright, sometime send me what you would order from the potion shop, if anything.
Okay.
But you also kept calling it bargain brand because you were insulted that they're going to a potion shop instead of you making it, because that's kind of your thing, and you're like, all right, if you want your bargain brand bullshit, all right. That's how I acted
love
back
Beckett
in the last
being
session of
salty
going.
about everybody else using other people.
Yep. Instead
Yeah.
of going to you for potions.
And of course, it was Calduin that brought it up, so
Of course.
had to mess with the outsider.
So yeah,
What?
I'll pay him for the hat and yeah, I'll hand him
Alright.
the gold.
I
It
examine
should be
my.
ready in a couple of hours.
When I come back into the shop, I'm also I take my hat off my head, examine it a little bit. It's like shake my head, just put it back on.
Good.
You
Can't get
seeing
rid of
things,
that.
buddy?
Hmm?
I look over to Caladwin and say, "You seeing things, buddy?"
Think the city's getting to be.
Why do you think I left?
Fair play.
Ooh. Can I cast detect poison on Calduin?
No traces.
Hmm.
This should be ready in a couple of hours. Just come on back and pick it up. It'll be ready for you.
Lovely, thank you. And then I'm gonna drag all my buddies out of the place before they destroy it. In my mind,
Have a great
they
day.
break it.
Yeah, that was a fun voice. Took me a
That
minute
was
to
fun.
take it seriously. Have a great day.
I just imagine the sloth banker from Zootopia for that voice.
Yes.
As you exit off into the streets, do we head for the Legionnaire?
Yep.
Yep.
Might as well.
All right. As you begin to walk forward, you're about midway through a block as you walk through like an intersecting roadway. As you see a large sign. It's got like royal like dark wood or like a brilliant red and then golden letterings. It's just the Legionnaire. It's got a large porch front with like a couple of tables for a patio, two large double doors. And Tobin kind of looking at the squinting at the card and looking up. Well, this is it, guys.
This is it. What do you mean?
All right.
The Legionnaire. This is the place that Kay sent us to
Right.
have a good time. I don't know. He said bougie hotel, and so I said I'm in. And
All right.
I just take a look around at the front entrance, and there's like, yeah, this is pretty bougie for all of our standards, I would imagine.
well, we just got some gold, so why not, right?
Yeah, of course.
When in Warren, as they say.
Indeed.
You guys got to do something. I can't Tobin the entire time.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
So I was doing behind the scenes helping.
Bet you're good.
Yeah. All right. Let's get in there. Check out the drone. Have some fun. Take an edge off.
I rather like my edge.
Yeah, like as it take a little edge off as if we're not the edgiest group in existence.
We are. What are you talking about?
That's what he's saying, Beckett.
I say let's go. I just hope I get
All right.
my own room because I don't want to share with you guys.
Yo, have you tried some of this like new leaf shit? This is like the best stuff out of my old home. It can soften you up real good.
Is Yonatan a stoner now?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Don't you know
During
all
his-
druids are stoners? No.
Yeah, all druids are stoners. What are you talking about?
Oh, of course.
Arnir was an exception. He was weird.
As you guys begin to make your way and step up a couple of stairs to the patio, you see various patrons with like beautiful, like long, expensive dresses and fine suits, and the pressed linens and silks and gold and silver bejeweled out the wazoo. I like saying wazoo. I said it earlier today. I'm like, man, why did I stop saying this word? I'm gonna say it more. Hold on. I'm gonna tell Beckett how much they owe. Hold on.
I'll do a quick pause. We're back.
Nice. As soon as we got back, that's great. You got perfect timing, Owen. Your character's dead. There we go. Had to do some quick maths. Quick maths. As you begin to make your way through the large mahogany double doors. James. We have a James here. He is here. I don't have to Tobin.
Mhm.
We'll let him do his audio things.
I'm good.
Oh, welcome. Good to see you, James. We're just about to enter the Legionnaire. You entered at the perfect time as we enter through the double doors. You see it kind of hallway on one side with a couple of paintings. You see one painting. It's of a couple rows of soldiers as they all have matching leather pauldrons and large skinny swords kind of resting on their shoulder. And on the bottom you can see a similarly dressed soldier with a leather shoulder pad on one side and a large flowing purple cape, a purple half cape on the other shoulder. He has like kind of a shaggy white beard and like kind of slicked back white hair. And underneath you see a small plaque that reads, what rank was he? I don't remember. I believe he was a general. General Gerald Gray and the Musketeer Legion.
Do I recognize that?
They're just kind of famous for being a very old time military group that at some point went rogue during the Empire's time, but it was really corruption in the Empire that was revealed at a later date, and so they were redeemed, and the Legionnaire was set up as a memorabilia kind of bar and hotel, just to in the Musketeers' honor.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other side of the hallway, you see a large, fine, dark wood desk. You see a golden bell. a young elven girl with her hair, brown hair tied back in a bun. She has kind of low key brown uniform, but with a kind of it's not a side cape. It looks more like a bib as it kind of hangs loosely down to her elbow. As you see like racks of coats behind. And she's, welcome to the Legionnaire. Can I see your citizens cards, please?
Pull mine out because I'm assuming we all have our own.
Checking every pocket of my duster.
Oh, Jesus.
Calvin, breast pocket. I saw you put it there.
Negative. I checked there already.
First timers.
You could say that.
Fantastic. May I see your citizens card, please? You all hand the cards. And, one day adventurers, are we? In and out, as she takes a little stamp and begins to stamp on the citizen card. So you will be charged for 2 gold a room, 5 gold for the event, and drinks are on the house because tonight is our annual masquerade night. You came on a perfect night.
It's like secretly
Hands back
happy
here.
that she gets to put a mask back on.
So, may I take your coats, and you will all receive a complimentary mask and a large red cape to go over your outfit. Uniform for the night. Drinks are on the house, remember.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
All right, and here is your citizen's cards. You could just enter through this door. She hands out your capes and your individual masks. Had read it through this. The bar will be immediately to your left, and tables abound, drinks are flowing, and you'll see the dance floor, of course.
Just so you know, I haven't taken off my coat yet. I'm still wearing my duster.
Still wearing my trench coat.
Please.
Do cloaks count?
At,
This is
at
mandatory.
least put the cloaks over your coats, please.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do. What's the policy on bringing your own masks into the place?
The uniform is part of the thrill of the event. You'll see when you get in there. Please trust me. It's a beautiful evening tonight.
Oh, okay. Then
Wonderful music. There's drinks, of course, the finest drinks you'll find in New Orleans City. I promise you. Oh, we only hire the best of bartenders.
I'll have to take your word for it. As I like take my cloak off, get the mask and the top on, and then get my cloak over the outfit?
Yeah, so the masks are, it's just kind of like a thin like black cloth material. It's kind of like glitters with a little bit of like gold glitter. And they all have like some kind of different webbed design on it. And a large like blood red cloak with like a high collar that flows down and like kind of covers over the shoulders with a nice golden drawstring. that goes down to about like mid chin.
Nice. Yeah, so I'll just don on the outfit and then put my cloak over top.
Fantastic. As she puts another stamp on your cloak and a stamp on a hanger. She puts her cloak and puts it away. This will return to you as when you present your citizen's card to get it returned. It's quite an easy system. Each individual stamp gets changed out, so there will be no mix matched, and no one will be walking home with your coats. Everything is completely safe and secure here at the Legionnaire.
My coat's quite dirty, so I can hang on to it as I'm like trying to cover up the blood spots on my trench coat.
Yeah, I'm still wearing my duster. I'm just loosely pointing the rest of it over it.
All right.
Could I roll insight on this?
On
On the coat lady.
shore,
All mind controlled.
coat check
Big secret
girl.
version.
Yeah, 20.
She's doing her job, man. I don't
joking.
know. I don't know what to tell you. She's doing her job.
Damn it.
Can I tell her?
You can tell she's a little miffed that you're not complying. That she's kind of had to fight with people all night about the coat thing.
Are you telling me to stop being a Karen?
She telling? Do I know if she's telling the truth about the best security?
You said it, Becca, not me.
Yeah, I'm just careful of my possessions.
Okay.
If safety is an issue, you can always be shown to your room right away and put your belongings in there, and then put your coat on.
I
That would
like
be
that
lovely.
idea. I'd like to take my armor off.
Yeah,
Of course. So,
I'm thinking.
there will be a bellboy waiting outside the door there. If you just ask him to show you up to your room, just present your citizen's card to him, and he knows exactly where to lead you. And you can use your citizen's card as your key. It really is a genius system. And that is the most safe and secure place that you can put your belongings, and then you can have a wonderful night, carefree, and not have to worry about your belongings going missing. We haven't had a theft here in probably never in my years of working here. I can assure you, it's completely safe. And Jonathan, you're getting the intuition that she's telling the truth.
Okay.
Like that she blatantly cannot remember a robbery ever at all in her time of working here. That's what your nat 20 tells you.
Too bad we didn't have Striker. Let's prove him wrong.
Man, this sounds like a challenge to me.
Start fighting the coat check lady, like.
And we just see a small cat walk in through the front door.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll have my belongings being taken up into the room, my room. And then I'll drop like 5 gold or like 2 gold for the room, and then like a 5 gold tip.
We don't
no,
pay here.
sir, we're cash free at our tills here. You pay as you leave the city.
Oh, okay. Well, just like slide like 5 gold over for a tip for my
Her eyes
obnoxiousness.
widen and just slide it off the table. Nods at you.
Sorry for all
And
the
just
trouble.
like waves you on as she goes, oh, as her coworker comes up and she's stuffing the gold in her pocket.
Underpaid.
As you guys begin to walk your way through the second The second set of double doors is you're instantly hit with like a wave of musical tunes and casual chatter amongst patrons. As this is a huge bar. You see like an L-shaped kind of design for all the tables. You see a massive square with like arcane lights over like a large square dance floor. You see the long bar with bar stools with various liquors and concoctions on the shelves behind. See through the double doors you enter through, there's a red carpet that kind of curves off before the L of tables that lead off towards a staircase. As you see just a young human man dressed similar attire, loose red cape down, or this is a green cape in fact, to signify that he is a busboy, and he's to your rooms.
Yes, please. I'll give him my card.
Follow me.
I have my card as well. By the kind.
Everybody roll me spot checks.
Oh God.
You got it.
And I got. Oh! You surprised me today, Dice. I got a 23.
Oh my God, you're doing amazing.
Well, now you jinxed it. Thanks.
Shut up, Beckett. Really?
Unnatural 20.
I rolled a nat 4, but because my spot is ridiculously high, I got a 19 altogether.
I got a 26.
29.
Love it.
Orgolan, as you're walking, you see Beckett and Tobin kind of take the forefront because they most want to get to their rooms and strip off all their armor and stuff. And Calduin kind of trailing behind them. You kind of pacing your way through. You see Yonatan kind of a couple paces in front of you as a patron wearing a red cloak, and like everybody else, every other patron. As they slowly, as they kind of walk by Yonatan, you just see the cape flutter for a moment in the direction towards Yonatan as the patron curves off and heads towards the dance floor.
I immediately go up and say, check your pockets.
He's already on the dance floor,
Oh.
disappearing into the crowd. Like you can't, like you kind of have to, like you can't just catch up with him right now.
No, I go up to
Oh, you go up to Yonatan.
Yonatan,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you go to. Oh, I thought you were talking about the dude, and I'm like, oh, you can't just like grab him. He's already like gone.
He's
You kind
gotta
of see his
spam it
like his
out.
pace as he's like briskly walking, slow walking, and then faster walking as he walks by Calduin. Cape flutters.
I'll check my pockets.
You check your pockets, and you notice the absence of an emerald in your pocket.
What the fucking... Did that...
fuck.
Who, someone took my emerald. Did you see the guy?
He's wearing the same thing we're all wearing. Fuck. It's gonna be impossible to fucking identify him. Oh, brilliant.
Hmm.
You know what? On your 29, because you passed the DC. But it wasn't enough for. I'm gonna give you a vague answer. You
Okay.
couldn't tell if he had gray or brown shoes, but it was one or the other. It was really quick interaction, like as you were trying to task out any identification.
All right. I say, the only thing I saw was it gray or was it brown? It was either gray or brown shoes that he was wearing. That's all I could get.
All right, I'll take it from here. And then I am going to forego one of my spells to cast Summon Nature's Ally.
Are you
So-
sure you want to do that? In the middle of a bar right now, summon nature's ally?
Well, it's going to be CR creatures of 1/4. So, and squirrels have a challenge rating 0. So I was going to try and track the emerald down.
When was the last time you saw a squirrel in a bar? This is gonna go very poorly. Are you sure you want to do that?
No.
I think the last time I saw a squirrel in the bar was when I watched Hoodwinked.
Good movie. Underrated.
All right, well, I'll drop off the rest of my stuff and then we'll see if I can find him, I guess. If we can find him, if you're willing to join me, of course.
Also, for future reference, Nate, the 3.5 version of Summon Nature's Ally, there's a set table list you can summon from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't look at the 5e spells. Find the 3.5 ones.
Oh yeah, no, it's just the like I played a 5e game before.
Yeah, but it's different. So make sure,
Yeah.
even if it's the same spell, find the
Find the 3.5
3.5 version.
Yeah.
You're
Sorry.
It's okay.
Future reference, no issues.
yes, sir. No issues. As you are all led up to your individual rooms. You see, it kind of there's doors with numbers on it, and then a like a weird sliding panel door, with a letter on it, and then doors with the number door panel with the letter. As he brings you over to panel D, as he slides it open, as you see more doors with numbers, as you see down this panel, you see 6 rooms, and he's like, "All right, you're here." As you show him the citizen's card, he points you towards each of the rooms as you guys can do. Anything you guys are going to do to take a moment in your rooms? Or are we going to fast forward to when we are all out?
I'm gonna like go in, but then I'm gonna peek my head out and be like, "What's the policy on weapons at the event?" She didn't
Well,
ask us to remove them.
as you know, violence is not tolerated here in New Warren City. Be discreet and don't use it. You all seem the type to know how to use your blades. And I trust you know when to not use them.
Right.
As I'm just stepping into my room, I go, "So what, you want me to cut my hands off?" And then I close the door and walk in.
As he says, maybe lay off the fire whiskey then.
I'll set my armor and all of my weapons, but I'll just like discreet like little dagger into my sleeve.
What does the interior of the room look like?
it doesn't have any like actual windows in it, but it has like a kind of um almost like an upside down shield shape with like a misty panel with a dim light behind it to kind of simulate windows. It's got a small desk in the corner with a nice fine desk lamp with a fire burning in it. Let's see, a couple quills laid out, and this odd cylindrical contraption with like a almost a pointed tip beside it. Uh, and across you see a very fine, large bed, floofed out pillows and blankets that look like they were pressed 5 minutes ago. And a rack to hang all your clothing on, and a small chest underneath. That goes for each of the rooms.
So what I do is taking the Sword of the Setting Suns, I consciously move the sheets of the bed. I'm assuming there's sheets and pillows and stuff on it, right?
Yeah. The works. Like classic bougie 5-star hotel bed.
Okay. I shift it in a way that it's on the bed, but cover it with the pillow and blankets to make it seem like it's not there. Um,
Your which, sorry?
my sword, the Sword of
Your
Setting
sword.
Suns.
Awesome. Yep.
And then I take off my duster and my leather armor vest hanging up, so it's just me wearing my very dirty wraps right now and a t-shirt button up that's sandy colored. I also set my empty holster because I completely forgot I gave my gun away at the moment on the desk, and then put. You said it was like a cloth mask, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't wear the mask. I just have it hanging down at my neck, but I put on the cape and then put my hat back on after all this.
All right.
I'll carefully take off my armor and put it nicely in the chest, and then put my like swords, my sheath or scabbard or whatever the fuck. I'm gonna move it from my back to my like waist, so it's like more subtle. It's not just poking out the top of like my back, the handle. But I still want it on me, so I'll put that on and then put the cape on, the mask.
Awesome.
And then head out and wait for everybody.
I'm going to take my coat off and hang it nicely, even though it's disgusting. And then before I get changed, I think I'm just gonna like lie on the bed for a second because like it's been through a lot, and it would be nice to lie in an actual bed.
This is the comfiest bed you've laid in for probably your entire life. You sink in and you feel like you're on a cloud, and you almost immediately fall asleep, but you kind of catch yourself and you're like, oh.
um, and then I will put the jacket and mask on. Question about the mask: what does
Yeah.
it look like, and what color is it?
It's black.
Okay.
The cloak is red and the cape is black. No. Mask is black. Papa, words.
Is it like a bandana thing?
Yeah, it's like it's like a cloth material, but it's kind of, it feels like it's got something like reinforcing it,
Mm.
and it's got like a mesh kind of like spider web pattern to it. Has little designs in it. You know, you kind of like, oh, this one kind of looks like a snowflake. This one looks like a flower. This one looks like it's just like just a very very ornate, just like decorative spider webbed fine mask.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna leave my room after getting changed, and that's about it.
I'll also leave my room,
Perfect.
and I'm gonna go downstairs and try and find whoever
Perfect.
took my emerald, I guess.
And as we begin to descend the stairs, we're going to call a quick break for a moment. And welcome back. As the normals descend the stairs down back to the dance floor of the Legionnaire. As they step down, as the carpet trails off towards the door and towards the bars, and then there's another carpet that leads towards the large dance floor in the back corner of the room.
Hey, Calduin,
What's up?
do you have detect mag? Do you know how to detect magical energy?
Yes.
And you're at the back at the Temple of Varus. You cast detect magic on Varus's temple. Yeah.
I've got some familiarity, yes.
What if you used detect magic and tried to see if you can find a familiar signature at all?
Worth a shot. Didn't you say that they got drained, though?
It did. Well, I mean, the staff shattered, but I thinking if the emerald is the source of the power that came from the staff, I would imagine that it still has some magical energy left.
This was worth a try. And I cast detect magic, searching specifically for Varus's magic signature.
Quite a few things light up in the room, and it's very hard to focus on Varus's energy. You're kind of getting faint trails, but it's more like radar than actual pinpointing where it is. You feel like you see like a warm green energy, kind of hazing, almost like a trail through the crowd, and then lingers in one spot for a moment, lingers in another moment, like a trail, as you kind of sense it in like the back corner of the dance floor.
From our perspective, back left or back right corner?
From your perspective, I guess very directly in front of you then.
Okay.
In that back quadrant of the nearest to the corner.
So, yeah, okay.
I'm assuming we've been moving around the entire time I was doing that, right?
Yeah, you've been moving forward. You kind of had to take a moment to like focus on Varus's energy to kind of recognize it between other energies. But as you take a moment, because the effects of I want to call it arcane sight. What is it fucking called? Detect magic. It's a better name for it though, arcane sight. But regardless, they should hire me.
Like a sixth sense, I guess.
I don't know. I've just imagined it as like the Assassin's Creed, like
Oh yeah, the golden vision.
the vision where you could like things start to glow, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
eagle eye.
this sword has a glowing edge. I don't know. And this is a faint energy here. I don't know. It's magic. You can't explain it. It's like science.
It's like science.
Can't explain that shit. Yeah, so it's in the back, far back corner. You kind of sense it in the general area, but you can't pinpoint exactly where it is. It's that the energy feels lulled, like dormant. It's there. It's just dormant.
I think this is about as good as I'm gonna get. It's somewhere in this corner back here, but it's like it's there, but it's not.
Better than nothing.
So it's like there,
So,
but very faintly.
Yeah.
so that general area, gray or brown shoes. What do we even do if we find somebody that matches the description? We can't exactly attack them if we want to, stay here and be welcome in the city. So what's the plan? If if he was able to do that with all of us kind of right there, he's got to be pretty skilled. I don't think we'd be able to take it off of him without somebody like Striker.
Yes.
So what's the plan?
Well, I could I can cause a bit of a distraction, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
Well, you see, I can go back up to my room and use my disguise kit.
Dragons.
You get it. You get it.
We're going back in
What a
time.
throwback! What a throwback!
Oh.
Yeah, I could change my appearance and look more feminine, if you will, and see if I can distract him or whoever took my emerald.
Well, I don't know. Um, like even if you are to distract him, my point is, what are we supposed to do? I don't think we can lift it off this guy without him noticing if he's that skilled to just be able to do that in passing like that.
Yeah, is your plan to disguise yourself as like a disguise and then pickpocket him yourself, or like what's your plan here? Because I feel like if you tried to pickpocket him yourself,
I
you
feel
might not.
like, um, sorry. I feel like I can like distract him and like just talk to him, and then while this thief is distracted by me, I was thinking maybe one of you guys could. Um, Argoan, you're the most dexterous out of us, aren't you?
I still don't think it's a good
I
idea.
mean, maybe, I don't know.
Okay, that can be like a last resort plan. You know, I come
I'd
in with
say
it.
we could talk to some like hotel officials, but we don't. It's a masquerade. We don't know enough about the guy to actually
And we don't even have any
do
proof that
something about it.
somebody stole something.
Maybe
I mean, I saw him.
right.
So,
Word of mouth, though. Just say,
Technically, you
don't.
saw his shoes. It's not much to go on.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the whole masquerade thing. I'd say we could intimidate him, maybe, but if he squeals and calls over a guard, that could be just as bad. That could count as violence. I don't know how strict their rules are.
Maybe he'd accept some gold for it.
If he wanted gold from you, I think he would have taken the gold. I'm sure you
Fair
have
enough.
gold on you.
Would it be better to try and get him alone?
And then do what though?
Just watch for now.
Okay, I think we should find the guy and then we'll watch.
Yeah, maybe we
That's
can.
gonna be our plan for now, and then once we get to
Yeah, maybe we can do
we'll
something
decide from there.
a little more privately later if we catch him leaving or something, somewhere where there aren't as many people watching, and we can not get violent per se, but use more efficient persuasion methods.
Mhm.
So I
Alright.
guess we start by tracking him down.
Yeah, let's start tracking this guy down.
As you guys begin to walk into the sea of red cloaks, guys kind of keeping your guard up, like watching people's feet, not really paying attention to faces as you're walking by. As all of you feel your hands get grabbed as you just get spun around, and people, like, someone's just grabbed you and just started dancing as you guys begin to scatter, as Yonatan, like a large dwarvish man goes, oh, hello. Spins you around, kind of has to like stand on his tippy toes just to spin you. Or Golan, there's an elven woman in a very elegant purple dress with like kind of gold studding on it, as she dances with you. As the rest of you, I'm tired of describing NPCs. All of you are scattered amongst a crowd, as dancing ensues. Uh, what? How do you react? I guess as someone's just nabbed you and started pulling you into this dance.
I'm gonna stay nonchalant and just dance with whatever nice lady started dancing with me while keeping my eye, making it look like maybe I'm checking my feet as to not step on her toes, but also checking still looking for these gray or brown shoes.
Fine black shoes. As you look down, hello, dear. You look up and it's just this shagged human woman with stringy white hair and a long green dress.
Well, I'm not just looking at her shoes, like, like.
Yeah, as you look around, and no. I need performance, and then I need spot. I need search.
My
All right,
performance
but I'll
is
warn
Right.
you, I never claimed to be a dancer.
my
Her
search
performance.
is also a 10.
You have your homing advantage. I'll give you spotted advantage because you're the one with the arcane side up.
Okay.
My
Yeah,
performance
still 10.
is 16, and my spot is 20. Is a 30-20.
My performance is 7, and my spot is 12. Or search, sorry. Uh 7 as well.
Oh, if it was searched, then it was a 22.
My performance is 24, and then my search would be a 28.
My performance is 13 and my search is 15.
Okay. Um. Almost like a pro, you begin taking the lead with this dwarf as you spin him around, and he goes, "Oh, you're a fine dancer, lad. I must show you to my wife. She's an exotic dancer. She comes all the way from oh shoot, Angkor City. I I'm 76 years old. Please don't." Age looks good on a dwarf. You couldn't tell. Um, as he kind of begins to try and shuffle you way over, still locked in arm for some reason. They're just chilling. He's probably drunk off his ass.
I'm gonna go with it. This might be a lead.
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna go for it.
Tobin, you kind of try to like mirror her movements for a minute and just like trip on your foot for a moment. She goes, "Oh no! Oh dear, dear." She kind of slow down, step, and just begins like slowly walking you through how to dance, and you're not understanding any of it, and you're like, "Here, what?" Beckett, you know how to dance, you just don't want to, so you're just kind of being sluggish with it.
Accurate.
And Calduin, you also know how to dance, but in your culture, dancing is very different to how the North does their traditional dances. You're kind of doing like an awkward skip, hop, shuffle.
That
As
has
you're-
been 400 years.
That's true. You're in time. It's just like your partner's looking at you like what, and kind of like switches off as they do like a weird twirl, and you're just following along with it. And you're like, what the fuck? As they all twirl and switch partners as you're dancing with a younger drow woman, pointed ears, kind of a very dark skin. As you begin to dance off, and so Beckett, you notice a pair of brown shoes.
Okay.
I believe Yonatan notices a pair of gray shoes. And did anybody get over 25?
Yes.
Who got over 20? Zorgolan. I knew it. It was like
I got a
pretty sure it was
22.
Zorgolan. Yeah. You notice a pair of brown shoes. As Calduin, you feel the green warmth around you, so it's near you. As I need a spot check from you three. Yes. You four, sorry. Beckett as well.
Oh.
Actual spot this time, or
Actual spot.
It's on a 10.
30-20.
28.
Search or spot?
Spot.
Spot.
Oh, wait, what did I that?
33?
Yeah. Beckett was like, I saw a pair of brown shoes, and begins to look around again as she kind of feels her arms being raised up as they do the weird pirouette switch as she loses track of where their shoes go, where their shoes went. But kind of at the same time, Yonatan, you see a pair of dirty gray shoes kind of walk by you as Calduin, you feel the dull Varus energy trail with him as he begins to meander off towards the bar.
Do I see this? Like,
Yes,
I'm
you
seeing-
saw the pair of shoes walk by and meander towards the bar, and
I
you saw the green energy.
I look to see if Jonathan and everyone else notice, and I try to just slightly gesture that that's the person we're looking for.
I'll roll a spot check, I guess, because like it's like in a crowd of people, and he's trying like a subtle gesture, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, do one more spot check to try and wait. What's up?
I am going to quickly brighten and then unbrighten. Like,
As okay, I can work with that. You guys understand this as a flashbang. As kind of patrons kind of turn
oh no, I'm
their
not
heads
brightening
and
up
kind of.
too. I'm not brightening up too light. It's just
Mhm.
enough, like it's glowing, but it's not like blinding anybody. It's just enough that they know that I'm glowing, so something's up.
But on the dimmer dance floor, people kind of like look away and they begin to. Can you roll me? What was your performance roll?
Flat 10.
It's a flat 10. Can you roll me? Motherfucking.
But like a disco.
Roll me a disguise to blend in.
Just puts a disco globe next to Calduin, like.
Maybe not.
Also, while I'm doing this,
Or a bluff, whatever is better.
I'll do bluff, and as I'm doing it, I'm sorry. I tend to write it up when I get excited.
So,
Oh, come on.
so was the brightness enough for us to like all notice it?
That is a 25.
Yeah, fucking yeah. And you guys recognize this as a quick flashbang in the crowd.
Okay, so I'll make my way over to Caldo and I'll be like, where?
Head to the bar right now.
All right, let's and then once everybody's kind of gathered, I'll be like, Golan, get behind him. Somebody go on the other side of him. I'll go on one side of him. We'll try it so that he can't like make a quick getaway. Like not right behind him, you know, just like
Is
if he sits down at the bar.
Is there any like place that can see the bar but it's dark enough that you can hide in?
Like a stairway?
I mean, I don't know about dark enough to stand there, but I'm sure if you stand in one place, it won't be too like out of place.
Alright.
Like if you stand nonchalantly and do a bluff check and just try to blend in.
I'm gonna I look at the person I'm dancing with like, do you care for a drink?
Um, kind of a young half-orc woman. She's got like a stud in her, one of her tusks. She's got like a sandy pale skin and a nice like olive dress. Yes, please. I don't know what voice I should go for here. Hold on. I don't know. I do new voices. Please, that would be lovely. Let's just do that. I'm not gonna try to add the orcish twist on it because that's just gonna get confusing in my brain.
I
That would be
off
lovely.
I offer my arm and then proceed to make my way to the bar.
And she takes it as you begin to walk your way there.
I shall also go to the bar and then look for dirty gray shoes.
I'll say the two of you who noticed him walk over can pinpoint him. I need yet another spot check from the other three to see if you see him.
I can't
But
ask him.
but
Nat 20.
Oh,
24.
I guess everyone's rolling well that they notice him. But yeah, I guess you could just ask him.
Yeah.
That's true.
Let's go.
Does this bar have stools? I'm assuming, or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just classy leather stools with a nice bright like shining steel base that's bolted into the bottom.
Okay. So I bring us close enough where I can see them, but not to like show that we're watching, and I casually talking with this person, and I raise my hand for the bartender.
A purple tiefling walks over. What can I get you?
What do you got? I'm sorry, I haven't been here.
Well, we've got plenty of cocktails, meads, ales, wines, anything that'll suit your fancy. Anything you request, I'm sure I can scrounge up.
I look at the orcish woman. Anything you recommend?
I'm a mead gal, to be honest with you.
Liquor style, and 2 meads, please.
Perfect. Just honey mead will suit your fancy. It's a little bit of a sweeter taste.
I look at the orcish woman for confirmation.
Shrugs and nods at the bartender.
I give a nod as well.
Fantastic. Goes and pours up two beautiful like amber liquids. It could, kind of has a viscous slosh to it. It's got like kind of golden flakes and cinnamon seasoned on top. Seasoned, garnished.
I raise
As just roll me a general bluff check just to blend in.
that is a 27.
Fantastic. You are, for someone who's had anxiety the whole time, you are very calm in this moment, sleuthing this out. All right, and the rest of your formation on surrounding this fella.
Yeah, so his
Code
buddy,
name, Dirty Shoes.
Is buddy at the bar?
Yeah, buddy's sitting in a stool. He's kind of sipping on his drink and staying very close to it.
Okay, so I'll sit down on the opposite side of him that Calduin's on. So if Calduin's on the left, I'll go the right. Couple seats down, but like just
Yeah, Calduin seats about 3 away. You take one that's about 2 away, and there's like 2 patrons talking between, so it adds a good cover for you.
Sweet.
And do you call the bartender? Do you do anything to blend in and such? I'll give you a bluff check at advantage because you have the blockage.
Yeah, I'll just wait for the bartender to come by and just whatever.
Good evening.
Hey, whatever's easy for you. Just make me anything.
It was easy. Well, ale is easy.
Sounds good.
Dark or light?
Light.
Roger that. As he goes over and pours up a large tankard and places it in front of you.
That's gonna be a 16 for bluff.
16 for bluff. Yeah, you blend in just fine.
Are there any of those like standing bar tables behind the like? I don't want to be right beside them like they are, but I want to be behind.
Yeah,
them.
sure. I'll say there's the bar here with the stools and then a walkway. And then every so often there's standing bars with like higher stools facing towards the dance floor, and then there's the row of all the actual like dining tables behind that.
I'm gonna go sit at one of the bar stools, like one of the single ones.
Mm-hmm. You can see a waitress walking around with a purple cloak on her shoulder, carrying drinks, walking by.
I don't need anything. I'm just gonna sit there.
All right, you just sit there and watch it. All right. And the other two, how do you finish off this formation?
I just come up to the bar and just sit down next to him, not saying anything.
I'm gonna be. I'm gonna try. Are there any seats to his left?
So there is code name Dirty Shoes.
Yeah.
Or Golan. And then Dirty Shoes is here, and then two patrons that are two random patrons that are talking amongst themselves, and then Tobin. And then so on this side we have Orgolan, empty seat, Calduin.
Okay, I'll just grab a I'll just like go to the bar, grab a drink, and then like is there like two people or more that I could like jump into a conversation with behind him?
Behind him, yeah, you can you see three kind of older you can only really tell they're older because very fair skin, but you can tell older elvish folk, three elvish businessmen kind of standing in a they got very fine suits, kind of like the handkerchief, the whole bits, a hanging golden chain, pimped. They got the coat and the mask over as they stand in kind of like a triangle formation and at the bar, like at the standing bar.
Okay, I'm gonna go I'm gonna go over to them, like try to like pick up where the conversation is going, and then try to talk about like maybe like Blackwater business that's
Give me listen.
Okay.
No, you know what? It's fine. We've done so much rolling. Fuck more rolling. As you kind of begin to walk up, you see, yes, business is good. I've just opened up two more chains just around just up the road and around the block that way. Yes, moving here was a grand idea. I believe it was. Yes. I believe Fulbright's idea was very good. Yes, what's his name? The Marquis of Warren. Oswald Fulbright, yes, the regent. It's like, oh yes, he came into office just about a year ago now. Yes, he's made so many changes. These new cards have made quite an ease, but I have a strange feeling that they're following you, but nothing to hide, nothing to see. You know what I mean? As well, do the chuckle and take a sip of their grog as you.
Um. Okay.
Oh,
Now that we kind of like have him pretty well
hold on.
surrounded. Oh, what's up?
I think Yonatan wanted to interact with the businessman, and then I'm pretty sure he's muted.
No, I'm just like mimicking chatting with the.
Oh,
businessman
you're just blankly chatting with him. Awesome, that's
Yeah.
cool. All right, let's actually move on with plot then. That's
Sure.
great. Good idea.
So
You
I
got
guess
him surrounded.
yeah. Now that we kind of have him surrounded, from just like my bag, uh, I'm gonna pull out just like some quill and some like parchment, whatever is appropriate for the time period we're in.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna start writing a note. It's gonna say something along the lines of, "Listen, buddy, I'm sure you make a lot of money uh doing your thing in quotation marks at this type of business, but we're gonna need that emerald back if you want to, if all of us want to still be able to stay around these parts, if and like be able to continue, and for you be able to continue your business." That this I'm paraphrasing because it's
Yeah.
hard to think. And then
That's okay.
and then underneath it, I'm going to draw a diagram. It says it's got an X. You are here, and then I'm gonna put X's everywhere where we have guys, and a few other just to like throw them off. But like if uh, but like mostly like where we are, kind of show them that we're here. And I'm gonna finish my drink and go up to on the other side, not where Golan is, but or I guess in between them. And I'm gonna kind of like finish my drink and kind of like like bump into him. And then put my drink down and be like, "Hey, Mr. Bartender, can I get another one?" And be like, "Oh, sir, I think you dropped this." And I'm going to put the note down in front of him. And then after I get my drink, I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder, give Orgolan a little wink, kind of like trying to convey, "Hey, read the note over his shoulder," and then head back to my spot.
Kind of looks
All
down.
right, so
Kinda
can I make
leans
a
back
spot
for a
check for
moment.
that, or do I have?
You're right beside him. You don't need to do shit.
Okay.
You see everything. You're right beside him as Tobin bumps into him as he kind of like bumps into you and like kind of bumps into his drink a little bit and kind of turns his head just a little bit, as Tobin says this, and then as Tobin walks off, he just kind of leans back, drinks, scrumples it up, and where do you walk off to? Like still in eyesight?
Yeah, I'm gonna lean against the bar over where I was.
Uh, put it on my tab as he begins to stand up, nods at you, and begins to walk towards you. You see a very, very distinct long scar down his face. It's a human man.
Okay.
Um, Late 20s, probably.
Okay.
As he
Quack.
walks over. Answer?
Do I? Is that? What's the policy on pets? Do I have bubonic?
Um, Pets are complicated. Probably they asked you to keep your pets in your room.
Okay. That's it. I'm good.
Meanwhile, we cut to Peter and
Yeah.
Demon Bird's POV,
Yeah, they're
just having a scrap.
Yeah, left them together to
They're
keep
just,
each other company.
Peter just goes, ah! And Bubana goes, ah! 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 As they're just back and forth sharing at each other and just doing their growl caw at each other. And Bubana's like, I'm bored. Sleeps and just kind of like lays down and puts his head down. Just fucking Peter shuts up, just sits and just like watches him pants as he watches Bubonic sleep. As we cut back to your POV.
Yeah, so seeing this large man approach me now that I see him like actually like standing up, I'm gonna like take a sip of my drink and kind of like unlean from the bar, stand up nice and straight. Not like a pencil, like like all awkward, like, but like like tall, like full of myself.
Kind of walks forward and just leans. Best to discuss this outdoors.
Take a Okay, I'll take a sip of my drink and be like, very well. And then I'll kind of, I assume, or Golan, or they've, like, we're all keeping an eye on him. They're probably, I'm hoping they're all just kind of watching, and I'm gonna just, like, start heading out with this guy.
Is there a
If I meet eyes with anybody as I'm kind of, like, turning around, I'll just kind of give him, like, a little head nod.
I immediately stand up and slowly walk out behind him.
Just kind of walks off and around a corner towards a side door that has a couple stairs down towards like a back alleyway entrance.
Is there an alternative entrance to that alleyway?
Yeah, it'd be nice if you could cut him off.
Well, you could go through the front, I guess. But
That'll,
as far as
allow
other
us
exits
to,
go,
like-
there's that you know of. It's this side door and the exit.
Okay, I'll just go through the front door and go around.
Seeing everybody leave, I turn to the Urkish woman and is like, it was nice knowing you. I'm sorry, I never caught your name.
I never caught yours. I'm Eva.
Calduin. It's a pleasure to meet you, but I must go help my friends.
Well, you have a lovely evening. Take care.
You too. I tip my hat and then follow Beckett.
And they're Golan, I think you're with me, right? Well, I'm behind
Yeah.
them. But... All right.
I'll follow Calduin and Beckett along then.
As he walks outside and lights up a smoke and takes a puff on the soup and walks down the stairs and leans against the alleyway. So you got his file at the door. Beckett kind of runs the corner. He tasking his whereabouts.
Yeah, is the surroundings like pretty obvious? Like, or is there like should he do a spell or anything? See any?
Yeah, it's just it's an alleyway that just like kind of has a short cutoff. There's a few different doors that probably lead into other various shop fronts. You can see there's fire escape routes kind of lining the side, going upwards. There's a few barrels here and there, a couple crates.
Is it just the one exit? Is it a dead
Just the
end?
one exit out the
Okay.
street. Yeah.
Sweet.
What do you want from me? Mercenaries or something?
We want our emerald.
Who? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I guess do a sense motive. See how
You don't
honest
have
it is.
to. He's lying.
Okay. Well, my friend here watched you take it. I'm gonna nod to our Golan. Watched you take it off our other friend, so we're gonna need that back. You
You know,
gotta
man.
admit, you're pretty slick, but we saw it nonetheless.
Pulls it out, starts to admire it for a moment. 7,000 for it.
I'm just gonna laugh.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna do. I'm gonna chuckle. It's not gonna happen. You're
Oh,
gonna give
well,
it.
While this is going
throws it up.
on, before he throws
Mhm.
it, while this is going on, can I call Bubonic without making noise? Like, can I guess magically call him?
Yeah, you guys got it's a familiar. You should have some sort of like mind link, especially as
It's
a raven.
not technically a familiar.
Oh, okay.
No, because I specified there are no windows in the room.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
I'm assuming
He
it's
knew.
not
He
dark
knew.
out or dark enough along the streets to the alley.
The
Yeah,
alley.
it's getting into the late evening, and it's pretty dark back here.
Okay. Would I be able to go to Wraith form and quickly dip into the alley and just hide there? Slowly sneak it up to the gem.
Give me a move silently check with your wraith form.
How tall is this guy?
He's probably a good 6'3". Lean but not like too buff.
How tall are you, Orgolan?
Oh,
I am 5'4". I'm not that tall.
Okay.
I'm taller than you.
So we're
Yeah.
not beating him and like trying to reach for the emerald that he just threw in the air.
Calduin
16.
shifts into his wraith form and takes a quick dash off to the side, and you see uh, the codename Dirty Shoes kind of scan you as you move, as he throws it up, as it spins, and as it begins to land, it disappears.
Fuck.
Can I still sense it?
It's near.
Is
As he puts it, he waves his hand and he goes, I have no idea what you're talking about.
See, that doesn't exactly work when you show it to us and throw it in the air right in front of us.
So what?
The emerald.
What emerald?
This is a stupid game. Give it back.
This isn't. No, I'm not. No.
Could I roll a concentration to see if I can pinpoint exactly where?
Well, I believe with the spell, I don't know, like with the spell, I think in the description there's like some sort of roll. If items or creatures bearing the auras are oh no, that's in line of sight, you can spellcraft to determine the school of magic involved. Okay, that's a little different. But yeah, maybe allow you to do that.
All right. How much gold do you have on hand?
None for you.
Then
It's not your
I
emerald.
guess what emerald?
What gold?
Can I
You guys are no fun.
cast without him knowing? Because he's obviously looking at Tobin, right?
Do you have like still spell and stuff?
Yeah, do you have
I have
like any
clicking-
still spells?
I have
Uh,
flicking spell, but that's all I have.
So we'll probably notice a spell, but he's kind of mid conversation right now. It depends on what the spell is. Like, is it
I'm just gonna
noticeable?
cast Zone of Truth to see if he'll tell us where it is.
Mm-hmm.
As you, yeah, that's fine. Because people within Zone of Truth are aware that they're in a Zone of Truth. So it doesn't matter if you cast it discreetly or not.
Oh, okay.
As white runes begin to glow on the ground. Orgolan, you hear a familiar melody. You hear the songs of the crystal caves as the strange the almost music melody that emits from the wind blowing through. As the rest of you see his circlet crown. You see the normally bluish purple gem begins to glow also with a bright white light. As he goes, okay, that wasn't the real emerald. You guys are no fun.
Where is it?
He pulls it out of his other pocket.
I'm gonna look to Calduin as kind of like.
But
is that
the
it?
question remains: what can you do for me to get this back? Because I don't go home empty-handed, and I can make it disappear. And
Go home and
you
we
could
don't
kill me.
kill you? Like
You could kill me and you never get your emerald back. Or you could try, I guess. You could try and kill me. But let me ask you this. You were so distracted by my emerald. Did you notice that your ring was gone too?
Whose ring?
He looks at, yeah, Yonatan, sorry. As he holds up the ring of Palor.
Jesus.
Motherfucking Christ.
Well,
I immediately punch him and do stunning fist.
dude, no button. Can I make a reflex to stop him?
Yeah, sure, go for it. Can you guys give me probably clashing grapples?
Oh.
Oh, fuck, that's not good. Clashing grapples?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pulling out the
I got a
needle
nat
pocket.
20.
Well, I can't do anything against that.
Yeah.
Lightning fast. And I roll a fortitude. For Stooning Ethust.
Yes.
Yes.
As you, like, lightning fast, you go for the right hook. Tobin attempts to raise up his arm, but you're already midway there as you collide with the face. As the image shatters. Like glass as it... As you see just the tail end of a fading invisibility dip out of the alleyway in a
How-
flowing gold, in a flowing red cape.
How does detect magic not see invisibility?
It should if it's magical, but if he still has the
Yeah.
stone, he
You
also
still
should
had
see it.
detect magic up the entire time.
Yep.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
That plan doesn't work. That completely
yeah.
fucking slipped my mind.
But I can we go backtrack and see him like trying to do this, but Calduin just having detect magic now, and we're just cooler than this guy? Because he wouldn't know that, would he?
I'll say as he attempts to slip away from his clone, Calduin like reaches out and
No
grabs
looker.
his shoulder as he grabs the invisible shoulder as it fades out of kind of size as we move forward as the fist goes as he attempts to matrix dodge out of it. He is very skilled. Your knuckle touches him as he
Like, what is he just stopped now? 'Cause
frozen.
He's got him. Oh, is he stunned?
Yep.
So is the emerald still in his hand?
Yep.
Is that the real one, Calduin?
Is it?
Again, the energy is dormant, so it's near.
Just grab it if he's frozen.
Grab it.
He already tricked us with one emerald. We don't let him go yet. Grab the ring too, I guess.
Yeah, just and then let's pat him down to see what else
Yeah,
he
can we
has.
just grab his stuff?
As you reach for the emerald, it fades as you see as you feel him up in another pocket. There is the real one.
Okay, what else you got?
See, you pull out a small like card. And you see it's a membership card.
To Costco.
to a location as just vaguely known as Hatch.
Hmm.
We all know what that is.
Would we know to associate this with Hatchco? Other than the
Yep.
fact that they both say Hatch.
No, because Hatch is all capital. This is lowercase.
Okay.
Like Hatch is known for like an acronym in
Yeah.
another language or something.
Any insignias or anything? Like logos per
Just kind of like a small circle with like a point, a couple squiggles, and a line through it with a point. Just a strange seal to it. It has an address to it that you kind of deduce is in the lower city district.
So he didn't have any other goods on him? He wasn't like pickpocketing other people here?
You pull out a handful of necklaces, like medallions of sorts, and like one like thicker medallion of sorts with a strange button on the side.
Right. So, how long does this last or go in?
Technically, it lasts 6 seconds because it lasts a round.
Yeah,
All right, then. Well, we
6
did that
seconds.
quickly.
You do that, and as you're reading the card, you see the stunning fist kind of fade out as he catches himself on his arm and does like a recovery flip as he dodges away, and like stands and he goes, "Fuck,
So
you guys
now,
are good."
what we have for you is a chance for you to fuck off and not steal shit from us, and we'll let you go with all your other goodies. We could care less. Just leave us alone.
Nah, you earned it.
All right.
Bored of this, anyways.
You feel like telling us about this hatch place?
Well, it's more lively crowd than the ones in the Legionnaire. That's for sure. You seem to fight like you know your way around, so maybe stop by. Who knows? Maybe I'll see you again.
All right. Well, I pay better attention to who you pickpocket, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna.
No, I think I picked right. As he
Maybe.
Fucking bastard.
nods and walks away.
I'm just gonna look at our goal and be like, sorry, I just didn't feel like dealing with the fiasco of getting kicked out. Doesn't seem like the narc type. I just didn't want to get caught beating on somebody and we get our asses kicked out of here.
It was literally one punch. He had it coming, honestly.
No, you're absolutely right, and we got our shit back. I'm gonna, I guess, kind of take all this stuff. I'm gonna go back in and go up to Coat Check Lady and be like, "Do you guys have a lost and found?"
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna kind of dump the pile of shit on the counter. We found this over in the alleyway. Have a good night.
Thanks. So you walk off.
Gonna head back to the bar.
As I walk by, tip my hat. Might want to up the security.
She kind of looks to her coworker and mouths, "What the fuck?" So you guys walk off.
I'm just gonna hey Tobin, could I take my emerald?
Yeah,
I think.
I'll hand him his emerald and his ring. Take better care of it. No, just kidding.
I
That
mean,
guy was certainly skilled.
you saw that guy. He was probably like the most expert thief that we've ever seen.
Yeah, that was something. Well, I feel like that's not the last we're gonna see on him, but hopefully on better terms next time, if that is possible.
Yes, I agree. I think I'm just gonna put this up to my room with the rest of my things,
Yeah,
and then I'll
so-
be back down shortly.
Yeah, before we all kind of split off, we'll be like, holding the card, I'll be like, you guys up for a trip to the lower city tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm down.
Might as well.
Do we have the time?
Seems interesting to me.
Quick out of game question, Wes. Is the lower part of the city where I come from? I cannot remember.
I would
You're from you're from the lower city district.
And so, what are your
I just
feelings
don't
on that?
I'm just gonna sit there.
No?
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of like looking to everybody for confirmation. What does your face look like? Can you keep it cool?
She's keeping it together, but like she probably doesn't want to, but will probably go just to be a part of the group.
I look like don't want to be here longer than I have to be, but also worried about the time because we do have to pick up some stuff in the morning.
Yeah. So after,
Right.
so we'll head down to the city after we go collect our stuff from the collect your stuff from the tailor guy. I don't know, whatever you call him.
You see the coat check lady walk up to you. It's like, hey, so because you're first timers, remember you do have 1 day visitor cards, but you can purchase more days. Tomorrow, you just make sure you go to one of those help pull thingies, and they'll be able to help you there. But otherwise,
That's right. Thank
enjoy
you.
your stay.
That was a good catch. I forgot about that. Nice lady.
I actually forgot to mention that at the beginning.
I think you might
To
have.
be honest with you, I don't think I did.
Okay.
I mentioned everything
No,
else.
I don't
I don't
remember that.
And he
so.
had to use somebody else because Demon Bird's stuck in a room right now, so.
Yeah.
Exactly. You get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess let's just enjoy the rest of the night, hold on to our stuff tightly, and get up to shenanigans tomorrow.
As we retire for the night, is there any nightly rituals anyone would like to do tonight?
I immediately check to make sure my sword is still where I left it.
Even the sword looks well rested.
With a sigh of relief, I take my sack and just throw it on the ground, and then lie on the ground on the sack with my hat over my head.
Someone's gonna start sharing a room with him so we can save some money.
Yeah, right.
He's not gonna use the bed.
Honestly,
I'll
It looks
check
too
on
soft
my-
for him.
Yeah. I'll
Oh,
check
yeah,
on
he would
my,
hate it.
armor, and then after that, I'll just put all my my bag and whatnot just in the chest as well, and just kind of throw myself onto the bed.
As you sink into this cushion.
He just keeps going and going and going. He just keeps sinking.
He's below the floorboards. He's like, how the
I'm just gonna just read stay up for tonight and play with Peter a little bit, as quietly as I can to not disturb the other patrons in the rooms and at the bar. I'm just gonna ponder about my life and my past choices.
As an odd visual comes to your mind, it's a candle. bright green candle as the fire burns this beautiful lime forest green. It has licks of different shades as the bottom is just this blistering white heat. As you think of the sprout and you think of the emerald, you just don't feel connected with nature. Something seems to be blocking it or dampening it. It just like you have all your abilities. It's strange. Your connection to Varus and to the golden tree and to the boundless shores itself, it seems severed.
Shit. That's pretty concerning.
And as you ponder what Calduin mentioned of what the energy was like, of how it was dull, like nulled over, and you all these ideas pop into your head as you're playing with Peter, as he gets a little bit loud and you're like, shh. And because you're an elf, you just can rest like this. So we all take the benefits of an 8-hour rest, but I'm pretty sure we're all full health. I mean, other than spells, of course. As outside you hear doom, 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 8 chimes of a large bell. As the morning dawns on a new day. We're gonna end our playtime a little bit early tonight. Players need some rest, some food. Our characters just got some rest, and our players need some too. As what a good role playing session tonight. That was fun. Few things behind the background. I didn't get to cover everything I wanted to cover today, but that's because we were having fun and we were role playing. That was a lot of fun. Inspiration points.
I think some good stuff went on to warrant one.
Warren and inspiration.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you think, Calduin? Who do you think gets the inspiration point?
I gotta give mine to Orgolan for being able to catch the person at the beginning, because if he didn't, this probably never would have happened.
That's true. That's true. Or Golan, what about you?
I might give it to Tobin for carrying the interaction with the guy and coming up with the plan to lure him out.
All right, Tobin.
I'll go with Orgolan because although I did not expect the stunning fist thing to go well, it ended up working out. So that was able to get us our stuff back. So
I think you're more lucky based off of circumstance and
Yeah.
on who this character was and like what his personality was like.
and there was also like it wouldn't happen again if he got into a situation with us because it was just that like Calduin was able to see him try and slip away with like invisibility and whatnot. So now that he knows that that's not a trick that he should use against us, he wouldn't let it happen again. He doesn't seem like the guy to make the same mistake like that twice. But he did help it work out, so I'm still gonna give it to Orgolan.
Hell yeah.
Sorry.
God damn.
funny meme?
Everything's
Yeah.
my fault.
I know. I'm going to check it too.
God damn it.
I saw it and it was perfect.
God damn it, B.
Nice.
That's meme of the week. I don't care. That's meme of the week.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh,
Okay, so
Damn, that was-
I also would love to get the heralds on this list. Gwaine, actual parent.
Oh,
Fucking Safiri, the house is on fire, and K, mediocre at babysitting,
oh, Jesus.
or K, wine aunt, either one.
yeah.
I'll send you
okay.
proper spellings of it
So
for
that was,
actual postage of
Oh,
Oh yeah, your
Yeah.
turn to pick Owen.
fuck.
I think.
Yeah, you know what, Beckett, you were making memes. How about you give out inspiration?
Who am I giving inspiration?
Who do you want?
Calduin, because he's turning into a bard.
I love it. Yeah, who knew Calduin was so swapped with the ladies? Still has
Right?
game after 400 years. Let's go, Riz God.
Nice.
Caldu Riz.
I hate that.
All right, Yonatan, what about you? Caldu Riz.
I'm gonna go with Tobin.
Thank you, sir.
That negotiation was really tense. Excuse me. And I feel like Tobin handled that situation.
I wasn't giving that man a cent, dude. Fuck
Really,
that guy.
like Tobin did really well throughout that entire encounter and didn't tip him off to anything. And I really liked Tobin's role playing this session.
Thank you, sir.
Like it was on point today, like more than usual.
Always on point. I gotta give it to Orgol in this session.
Fair. Yes.
Just for fun. Yeah, I'm nice. You guys have been role playing really well for the last 2 sessions. Fucking all of you get an inspiration point because, like, I can't pick and choose. All of you have been great. Beckett, you're so much fun to mess with, and you just I love you as a role player just because I'll just like throw shit at the wall and just
Like,
everything
oh,
stick.
God.
You're like, yep, I'll run with it. Yep, this is awesome, yep. And everything, you're like, yep. And your character just super fun.
Yeah, the best part of that
Calduin,
with the Beckett, just a little, I don't know, you can to see it. You can always tell there's the internal. Oh God, like what? But you're like, but it's still always like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Calduin, as always just being like the solid character. And like I love your characterization of Yonatan, that of Calduin, that he's got a lot of anger, and he's very rough and gruff on the outside, but really on the inside he's just like Dom Toretto. He's just oh, family's all that matters. I love my family, and I'm like, yeah, man, that's great. Or Golan, I think you're having more fun playing a monk than you ever did playing a barbarian. Like the amount of just creative things you can come up with, because I know you're super into fighting. Like Orgolan is perfect character for you. Tobin, mwah, mwah, mwah.
Let's go.
I love
got a
Tobin. Tobin's great for all the reasons. It's your classic hero quest without being cliche. you know, there's twists. It's so much fun. Yonatan, I love the mysteries of Yonatan, and I love teasing more and more with you on what's next on his journey, and just like I am really sowing in the seeds for like major character actually, you guys, because I'm just so in love. Like that's why I'm so scared to kill you, even though I try. I'm very scared to kill you because if one of you do die, I'm gonna be so sad because I'm like, man, there goes like an entire storyline.
All this writing for nothing. God damn
All
it.
this
And
not
I guess you
writing for
died.
nothing.
All this thinking for nothing. Oh, and I guess you're dead. That sucks.
Yep.
How many of us have a backup character ready?
Fuck no.
'Cause I know
Tobin's
I
never
do.
gonna die.
Do I need to get
Beckett
the
has
book out?
46.
Yeah. Do I need to get the book out?
Tobin's
I-
never gonna die. Just
I
'cause
have
I got really
these
close.
already made and a bunch of other ones I can make, so.
Yeah, Calduin's the you're sorry Liam, we just play so much, you're just Calduin to me now.
Yep.
But you've literally got another character in the campaign. None of us have
Literally
that.
in world. Just
Yeah.
bring his own
in
thing
world,
right now
yeah.
until he's ready.
You're set.
Yep.
Oh my god, you're gonna fucking
Calduin's just gonna die one day and he's just gonna pop up and be like, uh-oh.
I made
Oh
a
yes,
character
I can
that
help you
is-
guys. I happen to be here.
I made a character that is basically Beckett's long lost brother.
Sick. And it's just male Beckett, and you get to just do the same antics.
Well, actually, I had him with like, the opposite.
All right, well,
personality.
just to wrap up the end here. Thank you very much for joining us on another great episode of the Boundless Shores. Thank you for support as always. Like, comment, subscribe, fucking do the works. We're on Spotify, the Boundless Shores D&D podcast, I believe it's called.
I believe so, yes.
Follow my Twitch, Pink8,
Hey,
All the
Van
plugs.
Rantan, 48, Pen Fender podcast, all in the description.
Oh yeah.
visit me at your mom's house.
This is me, big chillin'. And now I think the final word is to bid you all farewell and say goodnight.
Bye. Have a great time.
Bye.
Goodbye.